He's going to Houston, everyone. It's Vulcan joining us after the sweep of Cloud9 3-0 in the lower bracket semifinals. I guess that's what we call it in our new structure. Yeah, lower bracket semifinals. Revenge against Cloud9. You got another banger tweet in there. If only they had a native support that could lead this team.
I wonder who.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Anyone. Let's start there. Like this move all the way back at the beginning of this offseason, and it was all craziness. Did you picture it at some point being the team that was going to eliminate C9?
I mean, I'm not joining a team, so when I joined the team, I have in mind that we can win a trophy. Mm-hmm. So obviously, I'm going to be thinking that I can knock out anyone.
Sure.
And obviously, I was, if I was to knock out anyone in like this kind of game, I would love it for it to be C9.
All right, there we go. Thank you for going along with my bait question. That's I never do bait questions, but I needed one.
You wanted that one. You're welcome.
All right, after that, how was that game for you? How was the last 3 games for you? Were you surprised by their drafts? What surprised you, and what was it like?
I was not surprised at the draft in the first game because I thought, well, they did like the Caitlyn Lux in their series against GG, so I wasn't surprised they bring it out.
Yeah.
I thought our draft was super good against it though, even though like they have a very strong matchup and they killed their first turret bot like just purely 2v2. They just like kind of destroyed us in lane. But we know, especially with the Nocturne pick and Ornn, Zerayumi were like scaling so hard on bot, and then we just know that there's no chance that this Caitlyn can carry the game, even though she like got 5 plates, right?
Yeah.
And then we got a really good play off top when Caitlyn was overextended a little bit. We blew all of her summons. We didn't even kill her, but then the second she has no flash against our comp, there's no way she's ever going to be able to hit a turret again. So then they're just not snowballing, and then we're just chilling, waiting for ult CDs and just making play on play on play, and it was very, very chilled for that game.
Lots of plays that you made on one side of the map and not being punished at all because there were no sums. Yes, we saw that one. Were you surprised on how free those ganks were? Like, were you communicating about it, or just like, oh, we can get this kill? Nothing happened.
I was a bit surprised that it was this free. I thought like maybe the Lee Sin would be hovering behind Jace, and like maybe there was a bait, and like we knocked an ult on Jace, so then Lee Sin appears out of nowhere, like picks somebody, and maybe they TP or something. But yeah, I was surprised it was that free, and then they didn't even, like you said, like they didn't trade on any other side. It was just like a purely free play. And then they would like walk at us and try to start a fight, but their engage was pretty poor. So even though we had no ults, they couldn't really punish us. So then we're just chilling until the next play.
Were you my tweet was, the saddest part is it'll go unnoticed that Blabbert blind stole the dragon, right? That was pretty crazy. And then that led to Elder. When you guys pushed for the base after you wiped him and then started getting picked off one by one, was there any panic? Was there any worry that like, oh, they're going to get Elder and now it's going to get hard?
There was a little bit of panic, yeah, because I think, was that the game that Jojo, no, that was game 2. Jojo decided to like S-key and not end the game for some reason.
That was game 2.
Yeah, but there's a bit of panic, but we knew that even if they get the Elder, we can just wait it out. Worst case, they would maybe get one inhib. But yeah, nothing too crazy. And I think their base was open, right, when they got the Elder, so it's not like they can decide to push one lane, because then we were thinking with Ryze ult, we can just hide somewhere, Ryze ult into their base, and no Baron Recall, we are ending the game. So they're not able to use their Elder. So at first it looked a bit scary, because we're running around, everyone's dying, like, oh shit, what's going on here? But yeah, after that we took a breather, and it was chill vibes.
When it comes to those bot lane matchups, you guys opted into some difficult matchups and fell behind each time. Was there any concern about that, or is it just like, hey, we can play this better, or hey, we don't want to have this type of matchup? Like, what are the learnings from specifically this bot lane matchup, which is one of the most fun and best to watch, I would say, between C9 and you guys?
Well, the draft in the first one, I thought we would just outscale so hard, so then even if they were the best players in the world, well, in that case, it would be a bit harder, but basically they can't really snowball that game, I think, even with the ball lane lead. But then the third game, the Astra pick was pure disrespect, because I didn't think they would be good enough at playing Lucian Nami and punishing us. And they did get a 2v2 kill, but we were like basically even in CS the whole time, and we have a Zeri who's chilling. And honestly, I expected them to ban the Zeri going into game 3. Because they tried to punish it in different ways and it didn't work. But they gave it to us one more time, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to pick literally anything in 4-5 and basically dare them to snowball on us, and they weren't able to do that. So
yeah, no, they weren't. What do you feel like you learned about your squad now from this series, knowing that there's only 2 series left in the season for you guys to become champions? Did you learn anything? I mean, honestly, like, you know, like about y'all, like, were you guys pushed enough?
I think we're very good when we have the ability to make plays. Because especially in that first game, we were like rolling through the game so fast and so easily, and it felt very smooth. So I guess I did learn that, and we were pretty resilient when falling behind too, because it was going poorly in that first game, and we were just like, we do that, we do this, we're like, fuck, can I swear?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck bot, we're not going bot, let's go to Rift, and then we're like starting Rift, just lane swapping on them, we're like escaping them all the time, and they can't do anything. So yeah, we like solved problems very well today, and we played very well.
I'd say mid-game rotations were pretty sick because you got to see what it was like in game 1 when you guys were like trying to, you know, keep up, compared to game 3 when you guys were ahead. I think they chased on the top side of the map, and then you opened the inhib mid, and then got a tower bot, and then Jojo TP'd top because he knew everyone else was sliding over. I was like, whoa, they're just on another level right now. So that was pretty cool. 2 more series. Next one is going to be up against TL, the rematch. Got to hear a little bit what Jojo thought about it in the post-game interview. Wanted to hear what you think about it. 3-2 last time you guys played. Yeah,
the thing is, last time we should have won, honestly. I mean, they could probably say the same. I'm sure they didn't play up to their standards maybe, but that game 3 was a complete free win. And we fumbled it, and I don't think we'll let that happen again. So, I mean, I think it's up in the air. Felt like they played very good yesterday. I don't know how they managed to throw that 2-0 lead.
Me neither.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy, but to be fair, Hornets kind of ran it down, so they had like a very easy path to at least the first game. Like,
yeah,
what happened bot was like kind of mind blowing.
Yeah.
So then that game maybe doesn't count, but yeah. Anyway, I think it'll probably be pretty close again, but I'm not scared at all. I think they looked scarier to me before we had played them in the last best of 5, and then the fact that we came so close and that in my mind we should have won, I'm not worried about TL at all anymore.
Is there what is the difference? What is the difference between y'all, like the 3 teams that are left? Like, how big is the difference between how good each team is?
Very small, if anything. Could just be like on the given day, right? That's kind of cringe to say because I always hate that when someone's like, "Oh, this team was better on this day," blah blah blah. But
at least you're saying it like now, rather than like
afterwards. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I mean, TL always plays very aggressive in scrims, and then they went on stage last time and picked Ashe and were AFK in the ball lane at least.
That's true. Yeah.
But I feel like they might change it up for next time. We'll see. I'm not too sure what to expect. It's kind of up to them what kind of game they want to play, but we showed today that even if we're losing ball lane, we can still be relevant in the game, and we will still find ways to win. So
this is a deep cut. I might be stretching here, but Houston, going to Energy Stadium. Last time you were Houston, Clutch Gaming, owned by the Houston Rockets. Are you excited to go back? That was a stretch. That was such a stretch. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to go back because
I guess not just go back, but also this is a massive stadium.
Yeah, it'll be very nice to play in a massive stadium because I basically, when I was on a good team, because Clutch we were like low-key good, but not really. Basically, it was COVID the whole time, so I never got to like play hype matches in a big stadium. The biggest stadium I played in that I would consider like a hype match was in Detroit when I played third place match against CLG and got reverse swept. But that was like, we got reverse swept, and it was still like an insane experience to play in a stadium. And since it was third place match, so it wasn't packed at all.
Right.
But it was still very cool.
Yeah.
And to play in like what will be a very high match.
Yeah.
And maybe 2 back-to-back. That'll be very exciting.
And one of the major differences, just for everyone at home, and I don't know if you know this either, most of the other stadiums that we've played at in person for the LCS have been basketball stadiums, which their capacity is generally smaller than a football stadium because you play more games in basketball than you do football, so you don't need to fill it up as much. So Energy Stadium full is theoretically going to be massive. So a lot of people there. You can go get your tickets, go watch Vulcan and the rest of
go
EG
tickets,
there.
guys.
There it is. Hey man, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Very clean. And now you have the rest of your Sunday to enjoy. Happy Easter.
You too. Thank you.
All right, see you, man. One more.